You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 17 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
And so anyways, we got into this big fight on the Metro, and I just said, look, this is my stop. I gotta go. So anyways, welcome to Pod Chef. This is the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. And with me, as always, my co-host.
Hey, what's up, guys? Was it hard getting in a fight with the bus driver about where your stop was supposed to be?
It was, especially since I was on the Metro.
Right, but they know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I understand that you drive buses, but this is my stop, so I can't continue arguing with you about, the effective use of natural gas versus diesel when it comes to running the bus lines.
Well, that's what started the argument, but then it seems like they were trying to save your life because you were trying to walk off the train as it was still going, and you were like trying to pry the doors open with your hands, and you're like, "This is my stop," and he was like, "No."
Well,
This is it, you said.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to pry the doors open. I hit that switch where you can break the glass and pull the thing, an emergency brake, and open the doors.
Mhm.
And kind of everyone was kind of like, "Hey, stop doing what you're doing." But I was like, "This is my stop." Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I have no problems getting off in the middle of the subway tunnel. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you did go on that big rant about you're like, it's not just me. I know other people. Raise your hands, everyone. Show of hands. Who else does need to get off?
get
this
out
stop?
here.
And you're like, come on, everyone. Everyone, raise
Come
your
on.
hands. I know there are.
Don't
other
do
people
this
here.
thing where
Mhm.
You're
There was a whole
lucky-
scene.
Yeah, you're lucky there was like one mole person there who was like, "This is
Yeah.
my stop too."
This is my
Yeah.
stop. I'm like,
Save
yeah, I
him
know
having
it
to go
is.
back after he gets to the actual platform.
Mhm.
So I don't take the bus anymore. Long story short,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bus person anymore.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, weird day
I'm
for you.
basically not even a metro person anymore.
No, you haven't taken the train since the pandemic, have you?
Okay, and now we're gonna.
And I'm
get
talking
into
about the coronavirus pandemic, in case you're wondering.
Yes, yes. Not the previous pandemic that was plaguing the metro.
Right.
I have not taken the train since the pandemic, and it's not because I don't want to support the WMATA.
Uh-huh.
I support WMATA, and they were on the verge to getting back to good,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I've since I've been on it once since the pandemic, I don't think they ever got there.
Hmm.
I think they're still in transition back to the good.
Well, that's good because that's transportation should also always be in transition. It's kind of what they do.
Right?
Yeah. Speak to your name, right? That's what defines you. So
Yeah.
always be in transition, no matter how important your form of transportation is. You transport thousands of people every day. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work some days, maybe it catches fire. Maybe it takes people, 3 times as long as it normally would for them to get to their place of business. But that's all about transition and being in transportation transition.
And speaking of transitions, let's talk about Top Chef Houston.
Oh, hi, and I'm Brian, and I'm here.
Okay, so we were kind of doing a new thing this week, Brian, where we were just doing the host and the co-host kind of intro, and then you snuck in there and felt the need to be like, I'm here as well, which is kind of making the podcast more about you than the podcast.
That's okay. I don't mind it being about me.
Well, here's the thing. We've been getting some emails I got an email right here. Hold on, let me open up this email.
He's opening up a book.
Let me just open up this.
Yeah,
There's
like
no
a
way
big-
it's in a.
I printed out an email that I got.
It looks
from
like a
listener.
wizard's book of some kind. It looks
Yeah,
very
it looks like
old.
it's. Is it leather or like skin that it's
I
bound
do
in?
not need this Marauders.
I guess they're
map.
both. Leather is
This
skin when you think about it.
I don't
Yeah,
need-
it's a type
I
of
don't-
skin, which is why I don't
I'm
eat
not looking for the potions. I'm looking for
Okay, so there are potions.
it. Yeah.
defense against the
It looks
dark
like a fairy
arts.
just flew out of it
No,
and
we
went
need-
behind
get-
him.
get
It's
back
out.
in
Nope,
there.
it's out. Okay, it's out in the street.
Yeah.
Mischief managed. That map should be off.
Oh, okay. Can I get my Harry Potter book out?
You know what?
Get it out.
I did print out an email, but I can't find it right now. But people have been saying, why do we keep doing the full introductions of ourselves? They said a trade off for time is good to play the whole intro music, but then Jamal, you just intro yourself. Maybe Reeves, never Brian.
I like that maybe.
Yeah.
And that's
feels
just
nice.
that's just the fans. That's not me saying that. That's the fans saying that.
But then also take 5 minutes to explain why you're doing it. And that's how time
Mhm.
works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are we doing today? Are we talking about Top Chef?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, welcome to the draft. We're doing the Top Chef Houston draft, folks.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
And that's copyright. You can't do that.
15
do that.
seconds.
Well, just add one more little piece to it. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
There you go. Now
It's
it's
not the
original
same.
music. It's
It's
original
not the
music
same.
now. Now it's fine. So we're doing the
parody law because I'm going to say pee and poop, and now it's parody law.
well, it's
Yep.
called fair. It's called fair use. All right. So we're doing the Top Chef Houston draft. We're gonna pick our teams, and this is the draft order we're gonna do. Since Brian lost last year, he's gonna pick first because he finished the worst season of everyone in the NFL
I did
teams.
really bad.
Yeah.
I
you
mean,
really
Brian was
ate
out of it by
shit.
like week 5. So
For
Yeah.
whatever reason, Jamal made us do a lottery. And
mhm.
so he got this big, like, that big, like, shaky, roly ball thing full of little balls with names on them. But it just had my name on, like, all the balls in there.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we have to see where you're going
Who's
to pick in
gonna-
the lottery,
yeah.
Brian.
I just wanted you to feel good.
It was good to have something about me.
Yeah.
It was good to have a
That's
me
nice.
day.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna pick our teams, and this is gonna be our teams for the Top Chef Fantasy League that we're doing with the Top Chef Houston. This comes up. So Reeves will be picking second because you came in second,
Okay. Yeah.
and because your dear leader came in first, I will be picking last. And is anyone changing their team name? My team name is staying the same. Team Hall of Fame.
I'm going to change mine.
To what?
Do I got to say it right now?
Okay.
Oh, that's a
So
nice
your team
reveal.
name was Team Deathmatch, so he's going to change it to something else. We don't know what yet, but he's going to change it.
Once I pick my team, then I'll get the feel for the team, and then I'll have the name.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So, Brian,
Yes.
we have the list of contestants. Please pick your first.
Here we go. I'm gonna base. All right, and please explain why you do. First picks are important, so here's why I'm gonna make this first pick. This person is in the trailer a lot,
Mhm.
and not just because they're Asian. I'm getting strong Shota vibes,
Mhm.
so I'm going with Sam Kang,
Sam Kang.
Brooklyn's own Sam Kang. Doesn't own a restaurant. He's a chef educator. So I'm going Sam
Mhm.
Kang.
Sam Kang, first round draft pick for a team to be named later. Sam Kang. Are you putting? Okay, you're doing it. So he's got Sam Kang. He's off the board.
Sam Kang is off the board, and I feel good about it. And he's putting on the Brian hat right now, and he's hugging his parents,
Mhm.
and it's a
Yes.
beautiful moment.
He's
and
got the number 1 jersey on.
yeah, and
Yep.
he's gonna walk up on stage, and he's gonna shake the commissioner's hand,
Mm-hmm.
and the
And Tom
commissioner, of
Colicchio is the
course-
commissioner,
yes,
obviously.
of course.
Yes. And I'm on the phone right now.
You're on the
talking.
clock.
I'm
Mhm.
literally on the phone right now trying to figure out. The clock has started because I
Mhm.
was going to go one way, and now I'm starting to think I should go.
Were you gonna go
another way
Sam
with
Kang?
it.
No.
No, I was not. But you know what? Your thought process was similar to mine. Of like he's in the trailer a lot, but
That
we got
did-
fooled by that
I
last
did
year.
get fooled last time.
So I'm staying away from that.
Mhm.
I am getting good vibes. I'm also getting an echo. Is that me?
I'm not hearing it.
Maybe it's my gain.
Yeah.
Jamal was in the gym
John was in
and
the
doing
gym.
laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to select Jay Jung
Okay.
Jay Jung. Now why?
because I'm getting good vibes. She's been featured in a lot of magazines, including Food and Wine magazine,
That's a big
which,
one.
as we know, is tied to Top Chef in a possibly problematic relationship with Top Chef and Food and Wine magazine. So I feel Anne Bon Appetit, she's been in a lot of stuff, and has been selected as best new restaurant in New York. So I feel like she's up and coming. I'm getting good vibes. I think my second pick is going to be very hard, but yeah, that's my first selection.
Okay.
Junk's putting on the hat.
I will move for you, Reeves. If you don't want to do it.
Yes, please. I don't know how to do it.
I typed it in there.
I can't do it. I don't know how to do it.
All right, my pick, Stephanie Miller, on the
Miller.
board.
Stephanie Miller.
She's been my number one. I mean, last time I picked Sarah number one, and we all know what happened. She got pretty far. I think she got the bad end of the stick because Dawn was given a second chance.
I'm looking for, where can I find Stephanie Miller?
I'm picking
She's at the
Stephanie Miller.
bottom.
She's a chef. She's an owner, and that's why I'm on the side of the owners.
Mm-hmm.
I side with the owners.
Okay.
That's a good call. I'm a little slow on my comedic updates now because I'm reading a lot of other people trying to remember what they're all about. So if there's any gaps, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got Stephanie Miller. So we're not doing a snake draft, are we?
I was going to ask that. I think it worked out poorly for me last time, so I'm going to
so
vote
go
against
ahead.
it.
Go ahead, Brian.
right.
You pick.
Yeah,
now.
you can go again.
All right, I'm on the clock.
Mhm.
And I'm on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm on the phone, and no one's answering my calls.
Oh, no.
You have to dial someone.
I've tried.
You just
several
pick the phone
numbers,
up.
and a lot of them. The only answer that I got was the wrong number, and I think someone gave me a fake number.
Oh no. I'm seeing a lot of people in the audience look at their phone and it's like buzzing and they like kind of turn it over and look at their friend and they're kind of like, oh, like they're not happy about it. And I think it's Brian's call.
I think it is too. I think I'm gonna go second pick. Oh, I'm going Joe Chan. I don't feel great
That's a
about
good
it
one.
because she seems very young.
Why are you picking someone you don't feel good about?
Yeah,
She
you got to
doesn't
feel
have,
good.
she doesn't have any kids. She has 2 perfect dogs.
Those are kids.
Not according to my mom, they're not. They're at least not grandkids, that's for sure, according to my mom. So I'm going Joe Chan.
Okay.
If anything, I feel like Joe Chan is. I'm taking a risk. I think Joe Chan has a really high ceiling, but could also have a very low floor. So
Yeah.
Second pick is a good place. I think to take a swing.
Yes, I agree. Second pick that comes to me now, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about it. DeMar Brown.
Wow. Okay.
DeMar has. Listen, I remember from the trailer, I believe he talked about how he's like, listen, I cook from my soul. So he's a gut chef, which I need on my team. I can't have all these fancy, even though he did go to a nice culinary college. I want someone that plays that way, that's from their gut, that could take it all the way to the end and to grow into the competition. Also, he did cook at a Michelin star restaurant. So,
and you just like chefs, like not particularly like skilled or like not height or like talent, but just like a chef.
Can you just let him cook? Let him get out there, and it's just like, stop Tom and Bam blowing the whistle let's just see these guys get out there and gals cook and just be in their element.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I like. A chef's chef.
Okay, so I'm up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sticking with my theme of siding with the owners, I'm going Sarah Welch. She's a partner at Mink. I'm going Sarah. I think she's got what it takes. My team's already feeling pretty strong. I got 2 owners basically.
Who did you get?
Yeah.
Stephanie Miller and Sarah Welch so far.
Yeah, Sarah Welch, who was on Parks and Recreation. That's a good call. I looked at her too. I feel like she could either go deep or she could go out in the first round. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that both of Jamal's picks go out 1 and 2. I'm not gonna lie.
They
Nice.
could go out very early, but by the same token, they could also go out at the very end and
Yep.
win the whole thing.
Yep.
Or maybe somewhere in the middle.
Here's the thing. Neither
Hard
one
to
of their
tell.
bios says anything about kids, though, and neither
That's
one
a
of
good
them,
point.
neither one of them has an arm sleeve tattoo.
Yep.
Mm,
See, these are the things that matter.
Yep.
All right, my turn. No brainer. Ashley Shanti, Virginia Beach girl. That's my
Yes.
call. I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
Asheville, North Carolina. I was born in North Carolina, and she owns Good Hot Fish. Again, great name for a restaurant.
Mhm.
Ashley Shanti coming in as my 3rd pick.
Finalist for the James Beard Rising
She's the
Star Chef of the
only
Year.
one who got a
Mhm.
James Beard nomination for herself, not like the restaurant that she works at.
I've been to Asheville,
Okay.
North Carolina.
You have.
Yeah, stopped in there. I think with Reeves. Did we stop in there on the way to Steven's wedding?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Shout out to Steven.
And
Yeah,
of
we
course,
played-
we all know
played beer pong.
know the fun fact about Ashley Shanti is she changed her name by dropping the Leigh from the front of her first name, and she used to be called Ashanti.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Canon.
Cannon. Go ahead, Reeves. You're up.
Listen, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going with Boudreaux. He hasn't been selected, right? Yes.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go with my theme of people that have cooked at Michelin star restaurants. He's cooked at 2, I think. One that was a 3-star and another one that was another something star. So, but he doesn't have any awards. But he does say in his bio he's obsessed with cooking. So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of like the call when I'm like, do you want to join my team? I ask like, do you like to cook? Is that something that you enjoy doing? And if they say yes, then I'm like, okay, that bodes well. Because if you don't like to cook, I feel like on the cooking show you're not going to do well.
The Boudreaux also has a little sneaky
Boudreaux.
advantage in that his wife is a pastry chef, so he probably has at least a couple pastry recipes under his.
So when the one or
belt.
2 of those challenges come up, he's ready.
Yeah. When in Restaurant Wars, it's like someone has to do a fucking pastry, and he's like,
I got it,
I'll
guys.
do it. I have an idea.
I'll do it. I think I can execute it.
Yeah.
All right. If you're paying attention, okay, my teams, I told you I side with who? The owners. So next up is Leia, Princess.
No, that was my
Because
Wow.
she is
Good
the
pick.
chef owner of South and Pine American Eatery. Nowhere in the bio does it talk about family or kids, and she starred in a documentary called Film Her Name is Chef. Also, the only one to appear on Iron Chef America and be Bobby Flay and Iron Chef Showdown. You guys are screwed.
And
she might go
Chopped.
the whole way.
Good pick.
She
Shocking
might go
pick.
the whole way.
She
And a
was
good
my
pick.
next pick. She was my next pick to get that Jersey connection.
Mm-hmm.
No. Now Brian's on the phone.
My team is stacked right
And
now.
now I'm on the phone because I had been talking to Leah Gaccioni all this time. And she was like, I'm so excited to play for your team. I'm
she
excited
played
to
you
see what
so
I
well.
can bring to Brian. And then you swooped out and got her from underneath me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Gaccioni. Oof. We're getting down there.
Oh, we're in it now. We're in the
All
thick
right.
of it now. This is like
Okay.
dodgeball. Where you're like, okay, who are some people I can pick who I know are probably going to be good fodder?
I'm going to
No.
pick local girl Evelyn Garcia.
Okay.
Good call.
Chef co-owner.
I
You're
worry
siding with
that
the
she'll
owners.
pull a Kiki on me.
And mess up making her own food.
Just like completely bomb the season.
Yeah.
But Houston native, the Top Chef judges like Latin flavors. She's from Mexico and El Salvador. I feel good about that.
Okay.
Even
That's
though she
good.
cooks South Asian flavors and not Latin flavors. So what are you gonna do?
All right.
Okay. I know who I want. Have we... Is Robert Hernandez still out there?
He is.
He is.
He's mine. I'm taking.
Oh, you want Robbie hers?
I want Robbie. You know, and I'm going with my Michelin star themed. He did cook at Octavia, which is another Michelin star restaurant.
Whoa.
So my team is now the Michelins.
The
I feel good
Michelins,
about
that's a
it.
good name.
I feel like I have a very nice eclectic team at this point. And he's going to bring a little something different. I feel like at this point, I'm looking at people and thinking, okay, they're going to land right in the middle somewhere. They're not going to get
That's good
eliminated at the
enough.
beginning,
That's good enough.
but maybe 3 or 4. That you got to fill out your squad, or maybe they'll last to the end, or maybe they'll go out at the very beginning. So somewhere in there, that's where they'll finish.
At least you're thinking about it. You're like taking the time to like think about all possible outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're updated. Okay, so I guess it's me. I have a guest who's going to select the next one for me. Hold on a second.
Yeah, what's up, Skip?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, it's me, Senator Thorpe. I'm
And
here to
Shannon
make
Sharp
a
is
pick.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Skip, who I'm picking next? Chef owner Tots de Fabizi. I'm picking Monique Fabizi.
Okay, Monique
Okay.
Fabizi.
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 The only mark against Monique Fabizi is she's got a family.
That's a big
And-
mark, though.
But she has 2 sons, so the guys love it when the ladies are away.
I also, again, think that Monica Fabizi could be the first person to go home.
Hey,
just
she's
get
got no
that vibe.
tattoos.
I am
looking at
bad.
her
I am
picture.
bad at picking, but that's what I think.
She's got no arm tattoos. All my picks have no arm tattoos except for Gaccione, but she only has one little tattoo. It's not like a whole sleeve. I'm feeling good so far.
Ooh, so
I
all
feel
that's
good with that,
let's
too.
see, all that's left. There's a plastic bag floating around outside the
You
door.
guys realize,
man.
you guys understand this is
American Beauty.
we're now down to the last 3 picks. So understand something. It's not just who you're picking. You're leaving me with no choice of who my last pick is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
So
a
it's
lot
like
of these guys
Strategic
are.
move.
Does that mean you don't want us to pick the black guy, Jamal?
You can do whatever you want, man.
Because I'm
This
not.
will be the first male on my team. I hope they go out.
Yeah.
I
first.
got burned by a white guy last time. Burned hard. So I'm-
Pasquale.
I'm avoiding black people, white people.
Keep that in.
It's because I
If
was
you
looking.
cut that,
Yeah,
I will
keep
be
that in.
so livid.
It's because I was looking at Nick Wallace's picture.
Keep that in.
Though honestly, Nick Wallace looks like he could go home.
Brian
early.
was walking on the sidewalk when he said that.
Yeah. Skip, what'd you say?
I got that. All right. So to avoid picking a white man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick Nick Wallace.
Okay.
All right.
There's only 2 people left, and I do want it noted that we left the white men for last.
And people might say that we might be doing that just to get the attention and the recognition that I have people say that we virtue signaling, and to that I say yes, we are.
Yeah.
Mm.
And to that I say, well, I'm just following what Top Chef will probably be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I want to win. Unless there are 2
I think
evils
one
here.
of these guys is definitely out in the first 3 weeks.
I think you're
And I'll
100%
tell you
right.
my reason why after we do the picks.
Okay. I'm going to go with Luke Colpin.
Okay.
Only because he's, I think, Dutch
Okay.
or was in Dutch. Oh, Michelin star too. He's been
yep.
under that. Got to keep with the theme. And maybe everyone else had Michelin star restaurants they cooked at, and I just didn't look at them. But that's my reason for going with him. But I also think he might go out immediately.
Okay. I'm sticking with the nice theme. Chef owner Jackson Cole.
Okay.
Put him on the squad. So here's why I think your guy's going to go out very quickly.
Mm.
In their bio, he's the only one whose bio says chef, and that's it. Doesn't say anything else.
Chef period.
Just says occupation, chef.
Can I counter argument to that? Is that he
Mhm.
looks like he might be the bad guy of the season,
Mm.
which means they might keep him around just to stir shit up.
I hope so, Brian. Because if this is another season with a bunch of fucking boring people, I'm gonna throw my TV out the window. And I don't have a TV. I will look at someone else's TV through their window, so I have to break and enter and
Yeah.
then take their TV. And
I
throw it
would
out the
say that you
window.
could throw your laptop out the window, but it would be hard because it kick your ass if you try to canon, because your electronics are very strong and fucking roided out of their minds.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I've tried is to trick my laptop to be outside and then lock all the doors and windows, but it does know how to kick in the basement door, which of course it wants to come in through the basement because that's where the gym is. So
Yeah.
it hits that up.
Always
and then
looking for that.
it comes up,
Gets a
beats my butt.
pump on.
Mm-hmm. Gain.
Well, there's our teams, folks. We'll share this link with you guys in a version that you can't change. 'Cause I know y'all want to get out there and mess with everything, so that we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we can't wait for you guys to join with us.
I'm trying to think of it. Let's move on to the next segment, and I'll keep thinking because I need to think of a name for my team. And I don't know what it is yet.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, you all know what the next segment is. Chefs, I prepared for you. This is a segment we do every week, except for last week. But we we do it where we present what we had for dinner last night, and just last night, as if we're presenting to the judges on top. Chef, I'll go first. Chefs, I prepared for you blackened chicken breast with roasted broccoli.
Roasted broccoli.
Roasted broccoli. And Brian, is that maybe an iMusical song that you would have sung?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I came up with my team name. I'll give it after we do this, though.
Okay, great. Chefs, I prepared for you an oven-baked salmon and mashed potatoes with a sauce that I threw out because it was terrible.
Oh, no.
True to sauce out?
I did throw the sauce out because, not just because I put my fingers in it, but I've tried to make this sauce multiple times. The first time I made it, it was good. It's too garlicky. I can't seem to get some kind of balance where it's not like
What kind of
the
sauce?
garlic isn't sharp enough. It's like a basic pesto. So it's like a cilantro, garlic, scallions, and then like just like olive oil and like
How
salt,
many
pepper.
cloves are you putting in there?
So I did 2, and I feel like that's too much.
That's not that much.
Too
at all.
many.
That's very little garlic.
It feels like, yeah, I always like double the amount of garlic because I like garlic, but
You put
just
whole
too
cloves in like some kind of processor, or you?
yeah, I
mixing it
used
yourself?
the bullet for this one. Washington Bullets. They shouldn't have changed the name. So yeah, it's too sharp. And then I tried to fix it by first I did a little bit of lemon juice. That didn't work. Then I did orange juice. Some freshly squeezed orange because I was like, maybe some sweetness. Didn't work. Then I started just putting sugar in it because I was like, I feel like as I put the orange juice, I was like, I feel like it's getting a little better, but it just needs more sugar. And then that didn't work at all, and then it really started tasting bad. So I was like, this has to go. So there really wasn't any sauce.
I wonder if an onion could help. So you get some
So-
sweetness of the onion
Mhm.
with a bit of the bitter.
I did read later that if you're trying to cut through the sharpness of garlic, that onion is a good idea. But I didn't want to like cut up an onion for that. But I think you're probably right.
That was
Brian.
from my fucking brain, you guys. And look who's a
Good
fucking
job.
chef.
Yep.
Oh man! If only
So
you
tell
were
us
in
what
my
you
kitchen.
made. Tell us what you made, Chef.
Chefs, last night I had every intention of preparing for you dilly beans stew that I learned from Allison Roman. I watched the video. It looked very good.
I watched the video too, and I'm standing up. You can see I watched the video.
Yep, there's proof.
Mhm.
Every intention of doing it. Welcoming back our friend Allison Roman. This is her first video of 2022. She's taking a little break.
Took a little break after that article came out.
Took a little break. Went in hiding from me. I think word got out that I basically said I knew where she lived.
Yeah, she had to move. She had to move because you doxed her on the podcast.
So actually, what
Yeah.
we watched was the Marissa Gladstone videos. She changed her name, but I found her.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. Somewhere in between you outing where you thought she lived and us reaching out and seeing if she would be on the podcast.
she
went
stopped
into
making
hiding.
videos.
She went off the map. Okay, I had every intention of making dilly beans stew. I bought the ingredients. I bought 2 cans of beans. I bought a head of cabbage. I have onions. I was ready to go. But then I bought pizza because life is fucking crazy and you only got one life. So buy pizza on Friday night, baby. Don't make stew on Friday night, kid. Get wild. Buy a
Yeah.
pizza. I'll do stew today or maybe tomorrow. Or maybe I'll let the cabbage go bad and not make it at all.
And that's life.
And that's life, baby.
That's how it works.
You gotta
So
have fun
stew
with it,
is-
you know?
stew's like a Tuesday, Wednesday night meal.
Yeah.
Can't be having that on a
What
Friday.
you can't do for sure is stew over the stew.
Mhm.
No, and what I was gonna do was make it and freeze it, but then I realized that makes me sound like a very old man.
Well,
Good idea, though.
yeah. I don't know. How many restaurants do you think freeze their stew and then serve it the next day?
Probably ones that know that they might be going into battle tomorrow. Is episode of Restaurant Wars. We'll be right back after this.
I don't think that's what Jamal was getting at. I think it was
Yeah,
just
it was a terrible segue. So I was just asking a question.
Oh,
But
okay.
I guess now that's our segue. And I think everyone who's listening kind of understands why he's not the host anymore.
Pod Chef.
Pod Chef.
Pod Chef.
All right, welcome back to Pod Chef. This is season 5, episode 11 of Pod Chef, season 4, episode 11 of Top Chef Restaurant Wars.
Now is the time for you to put in the SNES cartridge and put it to start.
Well, first take it out, blow on it, and then put it back in.
Put it in halfway
and
so
put
it hits
down the
side.
trap. Yeah, put down the trap, press start, and it should be popping up Restaurant Wars. We're in it. This is the episode. We thought it wasn't going to happen this season, but it does. They fooled us. We thought
Liars.
Wedding Wars was taking over. They tricked them.
Liars.
Yeah.
This
They
episode.
lied.
Yep.
What was the point of lying to us about that? I don't get it. They
Oh,
blatantly lied to us
What's the point of any lie?
to cover up the truth.
Yep.
To make people feel better about themselves, you lie.
Yeah.
Let's try it right now. You guys ask me a question.
Any question?
Any question. Anything. Literally anything.
Brian's gone back to his whiteboard and he's writing tons of numbers and letters down. He's really trying to figure out.
Carry the 3.
Why did he say his wife's name and then the number 3?
If you cross multiply that,
Mm-hmm.
and what Shakespeare, of course, would say that all the world's a stage. So you think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Shakespeare
course,
wasn't real.
Of course, yeah. So we get rid of all that. Okay, sorry.
You shouldn't use your hands on the whiteboard. It's been oiled.
Yeah,
It's
now his
messing up.
hand is covered in ink.
He spit on
He
the
spit
whiteboard.
on the whiteboard.
Just go get whiteboard cleaner. Like, why
And now he's taking the board off and he's trying to put it in a bathtub to clean it. Oh no. But it's ruining the bathtub.
Baby, do we have any more shampoo? That's all of it? Oh, shit.
Okay. And now he's getting
bleach, baby.
he's putting bleach on it.
bleaching.
Ow.
He's got open cuts on his hand.
Oh, God. Oh,
And he's
Jesus.
using bleach now.
Oh, my hands are full of these open cuts. What's going on? Why did I take so much time to pick all those roses yesterday? Right, because it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Jamal, what is
Yeah.
the best Valentine's gift you ever received?
Best Valentine's gift I ever received? Nothing. I've never gotten anything for Valentine's Day. And what does that say about American culture? All right, we'll be right back after this.
Pod Chef.
Wait, another break? We're
Doing another break.
2 breaks. We just got here.
Ask me the question again. I'll do the lying
We
thing.
have to come back from break.
Yeah, and we're back. I have an answer to Brian's question.
During that time, we took an actual break. Jamal left the room. He
Yeah.
didn't tell us why. He just got up and walked away.
But we could still see him, and he just kind of went to his kitchen counter and just kind of like put his arms and his head down on it. He was just like resting or something.
I saw him
I'm
like,
okay
try
now.
to climb into his sink, and he,
Yeah.
and he was like mumbling like, "Wash like a baby, just wash stuff like a baby. It's okay. Take a sink bath like a baby." I don't know why.
Sink bath.
So
Jamal,
you guys heard all that, okay?
Jamal, what is the best Valentine's Day gift you ever received?
Someone once got me a signed copy of Barack Obama's book.
Hmm.
And who signed it?
Dick Cheney.
Okay, wow,
That's not too bad.
yeah. And he's
Yeah,
dead,
the best
right?
val-
So it's
No.
worth more.
No, he's alive.
Dick Cheney's still alive,
Yep.
and Betty White died. You took the wrong guy, God.
We can cut all. Let's just go back to the. We can cut all of this. This is all
And
useless.
we're back.
Top Chef Season 4, Episode 11, Restaurant Wars. And folks, guess what? You've been drafted and recruited. We're going back into war, soldier.
Mhm.
It's war
Tom
time.
wakes everyone up. He says, "Get up." He wakes him up. It's crack of dawn. He says, "Get up. I'm
Food.
taking a breakfast."
It's always different, and it can be done differently every time. But war never changes.
Yeah. War is always the same, and it always requires Tom waking you up at 5:45 in the morning, which he loves to do. He does not want these chefs to be sleeping at
Nope.
all.
Not during war.
Mm-mm.
Tom opens the fucking door. He's dressed in camo fatigues. You know, Fortunate Son is blaring over his episode. Bow-now, bow-now, bow-now,
Perfect notes.
bow-now. Some folks about. He gets them all up. He puts them on the chopper, and they're headed to a diner.
Yeah. And while they're on the way to the diner, it's kind of like they're driving in the van, and the windows are all down, and it's just like a lot of air coming in. And Tom's like, reminds me of Saigon," and like,
And,
People were like,
and-
Saigon.
and like the muffler's really bad, so it sounds like,
yeah.
and he's like yelling over it.
He's like, "We're gonna touch down, and I need you guys to empty this boat."
Yeah.
And then
So
he says,
they-
"I love the smell of great Poupon in the morning."
Yep. This all happened in the episode. If you think we're lying, press play, watch it.
Get some, get some.
So
You're not
they-
going to make any omelets without cracking a few eggs. Isn't that right, chefs?
And
Yes,
that makes
chef,
sense
yes.
because they are working at the egg station at a Chicago breakfast mainstay. They got to do all kinds of egg orders. They got to do poaching. They got to do scrambles. They got to do sunny side up,
Over
fried
easy,
eggs.
over hard.
Over easy, over hard.
In a sandwich.
For some people, overlooked.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
So,
It's
yeah,
hectic.
they're in Lou Mitchell's, which looks like the type of diner that every dad would love. And every dad would say is my favorite restaurant. I can't wait to go there. Is it Helene? Is that the owner that like basically watched them cook the entire time?
And shook her
This
head the whole
angry
time.
look
Yes.
on her face the
Yep.
entire
yeah,
time.
she was so disappointed in them.
She was like, "You guys are chefs?
Mhm.
My chefs are better."
Yeah, my chef.
And it was really appropriate that the name of, in the kitchen when they're over the stove was called the Hulk. The Hulk is where all the action is.
Made sense. Made
Made
perfect
sense?
sense. This place is called Lou what again?
Mitchell's.
Lou Mitchell's. So it's the Lou Malnati's of breakfast places. Think about it like that.
I am thinking about that.
So let's just cut to it, shall we? Antonio wins.
Antonia goes first, and it seems like she does bad. Because
It does.
Helene's like, "Antonia, time's up." And the music sounds bad. Like she's fucked up.
Yeah. But apparently she did a lot of, Helene did a lot of like nodding when Antonia was going. And then everyone else was more of like, she was like rolling her eyes. Like, can you believe this? Like pointing her thumb out. Like, these fuckers don't even know how to make eggs over hard. Which of course is what again?
Easy.
I know what eggs over easy is. What's eggs over hard?
Isn't that a hard fry when you turn it back over and you hard fry it on the other side?
Well, Google says yes. You're right.
Easy is runny, hard is cooked through.
Cooked. through.
That's how I like my fried egg.
You don't want a runny yolk?
You don't like the
No.
runny yolk?
No, I don't want to take any chances.
Wow. Okay, so Antonia wins this quick fire challenge. It was a fun quick fire challenge. I could have seen this as a elimination challenge, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
this
have
also
them all
felt
just
like
like run a diner together.
this felt like they went back to season 1. And
Yeah.
they're like, season 1, what do we make them do? We made them work the line. We haven't done that in a while. Let's make them work the line somewhere.
It seems like a logical challenge for them to have. And I kind of wish it was an episode where the elimination challenge wasn't so important and big. Like it was like a less important one that we got to see more
Yeah.
of the quick fire. Because I was
Yeah.
like, I would kind of like to see these guys like make eggs and how they do with it.
Yep.
Technically,
But it
this
like
was
5 minutes.
sorry. Technically, this was an ad for Lou.
For eggs.
Mm.
Yeah. This
But
is
she
all
did.
on Ed.
They all seemed to be doing bad, but then she was like, they all did pretty good. I don't know what was going on in this episode.
The camera makes you nicer
It
for a second.
came down to Dale. Yeah, they said the camera adds 10 pounds of nice.
Yeah.
It came down to Dale and Antonia. Antonia won, so she got to pick her team for. Yep, Restaurant Wars. We thought
Restaurant
it already happened,
Wars,
but it's
it's
happening
back.
now. It's Restaurant Wars is back.
But it's an interesting Restaurant Wars because Tom won't be there. Listen.
Okay, guys, I have to take off to do a charity event and therefore I'm not going to be at this elimination challenge.
Tom's not going to be there. And it was weird. It's like, I just didn't know what to expect.
You're going to go to this address and meet with Padma, and she will tell you what the elimination challenge is. Good luck.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. A little bit of, James Bond. Antonia gets a secret message from Tom Colicchio with a mysterious address on it that we're supposed to go find.
Huh. Interesting. Tom and James Bond. Where have I heard that before?
Where is that? I can't place it.
Oh yeah, in the freaking Top Chef script.
Yep.
It happened.
It's
Literally.
It's true. And everyone who was like, this doesn't feel like Tom at all wrote this. Oh, yeah? Then how come fucking 10 years ago he talked about James Bond shit?
Interesting. Are there coincidences? No. Nothing's a coincidence. Everything is done on purpose. So the Top Chef movie kind of is like writing itself as these seasons go on.
Yeah, maybe go back and listen to it and you'll hear that.
Yeah, maybe you'll understand now the script actually wasn't going all over the place.
That it made
it's
sense.
and it's actually not that long.
It made perfect sense. Tom going to a charity event? Yeah, right. Tom hates charity.
Yeah. What are they serving?
Never
Chicken?
go.
Yeah.
Get me out of this charity event. They serve chicken at.
I have to go to a charity event. Yeah, right.
He has to go chair an event.
Yeah, which means to murder someone inconspicuously.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. The wedding wars, they split up into teams again. Antonia gets to pick her team, and she picks the same team for the wedding wars, basically. And now Dale is working with Spike and Lisa, and no one on that team likes each other. So let's listen to how they decided who's going to be executive chef of that team.
Executive chef, but so does Dale. So Dale and I basically flip a coin, and Dale wins the coin toss for him to be the chef.
Asian guy, Asian chef. Asian restaurant. I mean, it only adds credibility.
If we do,
Well, I just got schooled.
So
Asian
he can
guy.
say that, but I can't.
Yeah, Asian guy, Asian chef adds credibility.
Well,
Last
Brian,
time I
think
said that,
it's-
I got in trouble.
Yeah. Well, it's also like you're in an Asian restaurant saying that, like, kind of to everyone that walks in. Like
Person.
And you said it was like, I'm helping them. I'm marketing. But I feel like
Yeah.
it's just like it came off bad.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you shouldn't point out things like that.
Like a little kid does. Just like, Asian
Yes.
chef, Asian restaurant.
Well, what really
Credibility.
bothered people was the accent I was using. So
Yeah, people. It's because my Australian accent was so good that they were like, "Oh, where are you from, Sydney?" And I was like, "No, bitch, Virginia," and it blew their minds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dale doesn't blame Antonio for picking this team. He would have done it too. I think it was either him or Spike that said that. You got to play the game, and that's
You
the
gotta play
best
the
team.
game,
And
and that's
Spike
the
is
game.
stoked because that means if his team wins, that one of the best people is going to go home. So easier for him to win. And Spike,
Or if his team doesn't do good, he'll just, blend in and let the two who are going to be emotionally upset and argue the whole time go home.
yeah, and just smile the whole time, like a psychopath.
So let's just listen to this next clip because it's going to blow your freaking minds.
Chef Bourdain is here.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hello, chefs. Could you listen up for a second? Just wanted to let you know that Tom's away and that I'll be filling in for him today.
Guess who's back? Back again. Bourdain is back.
Bourdain is back.
Don't quote his
friend.
book.
He's not playing that shit anymore. Don't quote his book.
That's the first
How he's gone, and he shows up.
I'm just going to say this right now. This episode, I don't think anything changed in this show with Bourdain taking over Tom's role. I think the show runs just as smoothly.
I mean, he was very mean at Judge's table.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly the same.
But yeah,
I think
just
it's exactly
record the
same.
episode on a different day.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
You're the head chef and
Yeah.
you're the head judge and you had a conflict. The
Yeah,
show
come on.
revolves around you. That's why Jamal hasn't missed an episode. Because when Jamal's not here, it doesn't happen. Get an Anthony
Not gonna happen.
Bourdain fucking host pod chef. It'd be weird.
Super weird.
For a
'cause
couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you? Jay Leno, does he ever not show up to the Jay Leno show and let someone
No.
else do it for him? No.
No.
It doesn't happen. Or he takes it back when someone tries to take it from him.
Yeah, that happened for a few months and then he took the show back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No way.
once you give someone your word, stick to it. Okay.
Oh, I have a charity event. I wasn't hired last night by the FBI to go murder a Peruvian prince.
And they do have princes still, right?
Every country has princes. We had one, died a couple years ago.
What is his name?
And he gets referenced in this episode too.
Yes.
I feel like I'm in Prince's car.
Colors.
The back of Prince's car. Because of purple?
Which, yeah, I think it's because it was like silicon purple. And also, I couldn't tell if that was a put down or not. Like they then said like it's got to live up to this expectation, and I was like, what does that even mean? The expectation of how good Prince is? I don't know.
If you're in the back of fucking Prince's car, something good is happening to you.
Yeah.
Something awesome has happened this day, and you're in either you're going to Prince's house, or he's driving you from someplace, or you guys are gonna go get McDonald's together. Like there's a reason you're in Prince's car, and it's never bad. So yeah, I feel like I'm in Prince's car, which means you're fucking stoked.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
We're also talking pancakes again. The possibility of pancakes for the table.
Yeah. Yeah. You know Prince did pancake for the table. Dave Chappelle told me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bourdain's back. He's going to be judging. Everyone's freaking out, but Bourdain's like, hey, you get to pick some helping hands for your restaurants. And they bring back all the losers from this season.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest loser, Andrew, who just went home, clearly didn't go home. He's still here, and no one picks him, and he makes a little mad face, and we'll show you that face when we post this episode. Dale's freaking out. He thinks he put a rotten avocado in his halo.
What was Lisa's? She was like, Dale claims he put one bad rotten avocado in it. Like, what would the other reason be as to why it's gray?
He dumped cinnamon sugar into it. You know, it's brown.
Maybe a temperature thing. Because it's like, I think that's like when that the color can change and it'll turn. Like it got too warm. But like, you know, when you like make guac, it takes a while for it to like get to that brown stage.
Yeah.
Especially if you got fresh guac.
Or put lime juice in it. It helps it with the oxidation. Keeps the oxidation away.
Oh my God. Brian, did you just figure that out on your own again?
Yeah. Who are you?
Today, I'm a good chef.
Okay. I like it.
Fucking Dale's restaurant is falling apart. Everything
really
is going wrong.
Let's listen to them talk about the food.
Dale, taste this.
I don't get any heat.
At all?
None. I'm getting smoke. I get earthiness. I'm just not getting any heat. Lisa's smoking chicken carcasses to put in the soup is like a bulk of the soup. She has me taste it, and it's time and time again. I tell her, it tastes like smoke, it tastes like smoke, it tastes like smoke. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not my soup, so I don't know how to fix it.
It's sour. Did you taste this?
Yeah, I get smoke.
I get smoke.
I'm like, no, not at all. This is not gonna go down. You should have asked me for my recipe. This is awful.
Did you put coconut milk? Yeah. The bottom line is
they cannot hold me accountable for the food.
You can't hold me accountable. If I didn't cook anything in this cooking show, I can't be held accountable. And this goes again that I think Spike is playing a different game. I think he's playing Survivor or something like that, where he's trying to maneuver himself, or he doesn't have to do anything, and he's not, in the judge's eyes. They didn't ask me for my recipe.
All of that he didn't just cook this.
Go ahead.
I don't know why he didn't just cook this.
Because he knows working in the front of the house and he was setting up the statues and things like that.
But he knows Laksa, so why doesn't he just cook it?
Because he doesn't want to get sent home for making bad soup. And also, what a beautiful art cooking is. When Dale says that Lisa is smoking chicken carcasses. Just a beautiful picture is painted for you of how food is made. That lovely piece of chicken or food on your plate. Just think, someone was in the back smoking a carcass so that you could have it.
Marlboro Reds.
Just torching flesh over a fire, making it taste like smoke.
Newports.
Cooking is gross.
Virginia
Food is
Slims.
Needs heat, brother.
The other team is doing good, even though that their clams were gritty and they made Blaze rewash his clams, though he didn't want to. I'm getting grit. I'm getting even more grit.
I'm getting more grit. Can we get the grit out, please?
It's somehow there is more grit than last time. What did you wash these in? And he looked at me and was like, the gritty
Sand.
water?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, no, dummy. stop doing
Change
this."
the
Like,
water.
Okay, I'll do it again.
He put more grit in.
Woodstock. Yeah.
So the judges got to experience Warehouse Kitchen. They loved it. Bourdain, he didn't have a bad word to say about this restaurant. He was like, I love this place. All these dishes blew my freaking mind. Thank you for Tom going to be 006.
But then the freaking My Buddha, they did a butterscotch scallops, and
what is that?
Bourdain was like,
that?
I don't even like butterscotch by itself.
He literally had a bag of butterscotch cookies. He said, look at these. I don't want them. He threw them out. He's like, that's what I think of butterscotch.
Yeah.
Let's do a Bose audio listening to the Buddha back room in the kitchen.
On the short rib for the judges table need to be a little bit bigger.
They're giant. They're the two biggest ones already done.
That's the portion? One each?
Huh?
That's it?
Spike is giving us a lot of feedback from the dining room. He immediately comes in and says that the short rib should be bigger.
Look at the scallop entree compared to this.
Well, then we should have really...
Well, I voiced it a couple times already.
I feel that, the size of the short rib is good. It's a braised heavy meat.
Yeah, and this
Okay,
is
let's just get this plate out.
twice the size.
Just get the
Spike.
plate out. Idiot.
So everything's going good back there. They got it all figured out. Dale is executive chefing, which is just telling your sous chefs that they're idiots.
I love when Dale is frustrated. I think it's the next time he's mad at Spike for being slow. He's like, "Get the food out! Get the food out!" Just like screaming.
He's just yelling at him.
He also talked about the size of the short ribs. He was like, they're too small. And then we see them and they are massive.
Huge.
They're so huge.
They're huge.
Lisa's like, these are the biggest short ribs that they had. And he's like, this
Literally
shit's
this-
tiny. You
yeah.
call this a short rib?
Size of my hand.
Padma liked them. She liked the short rib. She always liked the short rib.
She
Like,
loves
it's
a short rib.
good. Yeah. But then she hated
But you know
all
what
the
they didn't
desserts.
like? The friggin' desserts.
Yeah.
There's a cantaloupe, coconut, kiwi, cilantro, and some nuts. And this is mango sticky rice. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm okay with this. I don't particularly love it. That is a very familiar flavor spectrum for me. Arguably, they did it right.
Already in my book, I'm writing Halo Halo because I think it's a great idea for a dessert.
Compared to this atrocity, it wasn't bad.
The knife skills, it's imprecise. The presentation is not inspired.
It's baby vomit with wood chips.
But how do you really feel about it?
We have to go out to
Yeah, but how do you really feel about it? I mean, do you not like baby food with wood chips in it?
I want to know when Bourdain said that, because he didn't say it at the table. There's no way that was it, because the audio didn't match anything. They didn't show anyone saying it. It was not at the table. I think he punched his own joke up. And, oh God, I know we're not supposed to go in there, but it's been a full season, so I think we can probably still do this off. It might be okay. Can we go in the writer's room? Can we see if it's okay now?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if the door opens with the key that I have.
It just, I don't want to point anything out, but there is smoke coming from under the door.
Well,
and I mean, if that's connected to anything Lisa's done, I don't know.
Oh boy!
But there's smoke.
All I'm
out.
getting is smoke.
Did the key? Did the key work?
The key's not working.
All right, I'm gonna kick the door in.
Okay, I'll stand back. Go ahead. Oh, so much smoke! Oh my God!
I'm not seeing any fire though.
Oh, wait a minute. The smoke's kind of thinning out.
Is it smoke or is it dust?
I don't know.
Who is that?
It's not hot. There's no heat to it either.
Yeah, there's no heat. It's almost cold.
Yeah.
Cold smoke.
Is this like Is someone doing gastro?
Okay, so
Oh my god, is Marcel in here?
No. All right. Okay. Marcel's in here and he doesn't have any clothes on and he says it so he doesn't steal any of the product. So okay. I think Peter long up just enough to do one round of punch-ups for this show.
Yeah.
So he said it's like baby food with wood chips in it. So we can bump this up for him. And I think we can probably do it even though we can't really breathe very well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's so
how about it's oh god, Jesus. How about it's dog food with wood chips in it.
Okay. That's pretty good. I think it's more of
Okay.
that was more of like a
I can't think with all this smoke.
That's like more of a parallel joke and not
Yeah,
a punch
I
up
can't
so much,
think.
but
I can't think with all the smoke.
It's what if it's like a.
Why aren't you coughing as much as this?
I'm just breathing it in.
He's become one with the smoke now.
Oh, hello, Reed.
You all, I'm merely adopted
think
the smoke.
You
I
have the
used to
same
be-
mask on that I do.
This is the time to tell you guys that I was the smoke monster on Lost for a bit. So it's, you know.
Okay. Yeah, watch out.
Good.
Okay, I have one. It's like
It's making my clothes
it's like
smell.
it's like curdled milk with toenails in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still like
Reeves.
mine. I still prefer mine.
I need to get out of here. Reeves. Can you do yours? I can't get out of here. I can't breathe.
It's like a mango lassi with wood chips in it.
Okay, let's get out of the room. 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 Shut the door.
But the door's broken. I broke the door. We have to seal it up somehow. Here, let's roll this stone in front of it.
Okay.
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 And that'll be there for at least 3 days. And that's Jesus.
That's Jesus.
Yeah, all right. So
let's go to the judge's table.
The girl and the
That was
goat
worth it.
wins. The girl and the goat wins. Restaurant Wars foreshadowing.
This is when she turns her shit up. This is when
Yeah.
she switches it into fucking dry. She's been
it's
in
into win
neutral
mode.
for 11
Yeah.
weeks, and now she's putting this motherfucker in
Yeah.
overdrive.
Everyone messed up. While she was playing around with the clutch, you should have been, winning. But now she's found where the clutch is and she's gearing up.
You were over there messing with the glove compartment, trying to find fucking air freshener, and she put that shit in drive.
So obviously Dale's team is in the bad judges table, and they just go back and forth with each other. Spike is smiling. Excuse me. The smoke is still on me.
You might need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I'm getting residual smoke.
It feels like my lungs are heavy.
Yeah.
Like there's
Okay.
weight to them.
Yeah.
I can notice them in my
feel
body.
them. Yeah. I was jumping up and down a second ago, and it was like it was like a
hear it,
ship
like,
swaying.
sloshing.
Yeah, it's like I was like, oh, that's not normal.
Reeves, can you hear us? You look like you look confused.
It's very frozen. I feel like you guys are still doing the smoke bit or whatever. Which I'm like,
We have moved
I'll
on.
probably just sit that out anyway.
We went back to reference it.
Okay.
All right, let's just
I
let's
think-
finish strong.
Jamal,
Dale's
you
getting
playing the clip of them fighting. We're going to Dale getting sent home.
No, we're going to Dale getting sent home. Dale's going bye-bye, and he starts off strong, and then he breaks down.
And then he breaks down.
Dale, please pack your knives and go.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here. Thanks a lot for everything. Bye, guys.
Shut up.
What? It's cool. It's good. I know my abilities. You make bad decisions, and that's what gets you sent home. Doesn't mean you're a bad chef. I think I'm a good chef. You either love me or hate me. That's my personality. I'm happy who I am.
We had our differences, but dude, you're super talented, man.
If I get sent home for busting my ass today and not stopping, it's cool. I can live with that. Chef. You know what's good? I've always had a hard time saying goodbye. Stephanie, Antonia, Richard, I'm gonna miss the people. Later. I knew going into this I was probably gonna go home. I knew it. This is just a disappointment. I feel like I've let some people down.
Okay, well, Dale's gone. He let some people down for sure. He's gone.
I'm just gonna miss the people.
So that's it for Dale. And, the girl in the goat is heating up, and Dale flamed out.
This was his to win. It's fucked up. He should have won this whole competition.
All right, so let's move on to a new segment called Lying Brian.
And this is a segment where I tell a lie. And this lie is that I've never broken a bone. And this has been Lying Brian.
Good lie.
Okay. Reeves, where are they now?
Okay, so Dale. I mean, we've barely seen Dale. Of course, he comes back a ton. He comes back for another season of Top Chef. He comes back as a judge and eats everything on the table, including other people's dishes.
Ask for seconds.
He asks for seconds when that's not how the show works. He has a book, Asian American, which is about his cooking, and he's got a new credibility. He's also got a new restaurant, Goose Feather, in New York City.
Ooh, should I go check out Goose Feather? Over under if it's still open. What do you think?
It looks like it's still open. I've been looking at it.
It's got good reviews.
Yeah, got good reviews.
It's not in New York City. It's in Tarrytown, which is, I think, upstate or Long Island.
So it's in New York.
Strong
just not New
Island,
York proper.
Just New York.
Great. Jamal, what's your moment of joy?
All right, so my moment of joy. Someone took me out to the movies this past week, and here's my moment of joy. I walked in, and I realized there's not very many people in here. What's been going on here? And they asked for my vax card, my vax status. They asked for my papers. I showed them my papers. Anyways, my moment of zen was realizing there's no one at the movies because now there's a mandate in DC again to show your papers. And that means all the times I was going to the movies before, there was a bunch of unvaccinated people there.
Mm-hmm.
And I never got sick, which means the vaccines work.
Oh. And this is
that
propaganda.
was my moment of joy. The vaccines work.
And now we're going to have a fucking thing before our podcast that says that we discuss vaccines on our podcast and Spotify.
Yeah, on our Spotify.
I'm just trying to get us up on that list.
Neil Young's going to fucking piss his pants at us.
I'm just trying to get us up on that list, baby. Get noticed.
That's nice. Did everyone do the thing where they came in like right before the movie started versus with the trailers when we went to see Dune?
Basically, yes. I went to go see the Jackass movie. It was a perfect birthday gift to just watch white people hurt themselves. And it was empty right until the movie started, and then like 6 people came in.
Okay.
The trailers are good, people.
Yeah, they missed the Batman trailer.
Trailers are good.
All right.
Do you think it had anything to do with the fact that you were seeing the Jackass movie that no one was there?
Nah, it's super popular. This is the longest outro of the weirdest, most... Okay. So until next time, we're just going to pack our knives and go.
Idiot.